Hailey Fleeger, 218 Pump Station Road. I came from a private school, Evangel Heights in Sarver, to come to Lenape. I had gone to school there for most of my life, but private school was not what I was looking for. The academics there were great, as they are at Lenape. But what they taught there was the sort of thing you would find at any of the sending schools. It was all very generalized. They taught what you needed to know to pass the test, not how it applied to the real world. But Lenape was exactly what I was looking for. At Lenape, they not only teach you things, but they teach you how it applies to the real world and why you need it. At my old school, you learned things, you took the test, and you forgot about it. Because to you, it didn't matter. You couldn't relate to it, and it didn't interest you, so you thought you didn't really need it. At Lenape, the teachers care. They take the time to explain to you if you don't understand something, and at Lenape, you want to learn, because everything they have to teach you there can apply to your life after school. This does not just have to do with the shots, but the academics as well. In my English class, we practice job interviews, so when we get out in the real world, we know exactly what to do, and we aren't nervous. We practice public speaking, which prepared me to speak to you tonight. We have an American government class. Do you know how little students actually know about their government? You'd be very surprised. In that class, they teach you about the government so that when you are old enough to vote, you can make the right decision based on your personal values and beliefs. Lenape does not only prepare you for life after school in your technical area, but also in every area of your life. You talk about Lenape's standardized test scores a lot. Well, I can tell you something that your scores can't. The standardized testing scores from Evangel Heights beat the testing scores from your sending schools every year I can remember. But I was never challenged there like I am at Lenape. For once in my whole academic career, I have to work for my grades because the classes there are difficult. I am proud of the grades I receive, so your test scores aren't everything. Lenape isn't a skater U. It isn't where you come to glide through your last 2 years. Most people come to Lenape because they have a goal of what they want to do with their life. Whether it is to become a nurse anesthetist, as I had chosen to become, or an underwater welder, Lenape is a huge part of that first step. At Lenape, they do not focus solely on standardized testing, athletics, or other after-school activities. They focus on preparing you for the real world. Now I ask you this, if you're going to vote to take away a Lenape academics, what happens to me? What happens to those who came from a private school, or who were cyber-schooled, or those who were homeschooled? There was clearly a reason we did not go to one of your sending schools, so why would we want to go there now? There was clearly a reason we left the school we were from to come to Lenape, so why would we want to go back? Or will you pay the money to bus us from our homes to Lenape, back to our homes for cyber school, homeschooling, or in some of our cases, a private school? So, if you choose to take away our academics, will you give us a choice on where we do take them?